What's up, crew? It's Marshall. Come to you guys, girls raw. I appreciate you coming along for another one of these boxing videos. I'm also going to add a little bit of need to know information about the builds. It used to be there, now it's over there. About the build board right there. It's my custom build boards. People use books. I use a board. I like being different. That's why you guys, girls, still hang out with me after all these years. So, long story short, I have a bunch of S35VN, CPM S35VN that I'm going to do for the next 10 allocations. I haven't 100% finished the previous board, and the ones that I have not finished or even started on are being moved to the first 3 or 4, now 5 slots. I'm still going to open up for 10 or so, as long as you want CPM S35VN, because I'm going to heat treat, I'm going to plate quench, and I'm going to Rockwell test. Bang, right there. All of them, and I'm going to keep it in a batch, keep it as uniform and as tight tolerance to the maximum scale of excellence as possible. Why you pay for a custom heat treat, why you pay for better than, because you want better than, you want it to be proven that it's better than. There you go. Waste 2 minutes. Well, real quick, finish up on that. I'm going to take the ones that are already obligation builds, and I'm going to move it on. So to give you an idea, that's 164, 165, 166. I had a blank cut off 166 that is null and void. I'm going to give as a belated birthday present to Unreal Smith. I'm going to give Unreal Smith free will. If he wants that, so be it. But if he wants something totally different, it will happen. And those, I'm not sure, I'd have to look, but those are not obligated to have the CPM S35VN, but I believe all of them are, except for my friend Dan. And then 167 is going to start showing you some. I believe I only have like 5 or 6 of these, not including this one. This is for the Godfather. The Godfather said, I want this. Godfather says, every single work in progress or whip that you do, I want Ride of the Valkyrie on it, so I wrote it right on the blade. But what these are, I got a couple of them out to this state, rings. The rings, the highs are going to be the lows. I'm going to dig in, make it a rock pattern like you've seen before. If you don't know, 110 LMK, I believe it was, had a nice version of this ring that I did. And with this blank, it could be anything. Godfather says negative angle, Japanese tanto, compound grind, compound V grind. Bang. So I drew it up. You can see I still have plenty of area. I can do Persians, or what would be trailing point, negative angle Persian, that I call it, spear point, drop point. What you will see, I believe 165 is this, just with a drop point. I believe that might be more of a neutral angle also. Again, it saves me. So there you go. Take a look at 157 and see what's coming up, so you guys and girls can get a little hot and bothered. Before we get into the boxing video of 156 LMK for my longtime friend and supporter, and over at Tech Love, T3 Ek Love. You'll see it down below. I'll have her Instagram link. She had a previous build for her father and wanted basically the same specs in a smaller package. As far as the hand materials, the look of the knife, but as far as the finish of the knife, excuse me, but wanted it in the LMK EDC 6.5 package, or LMK EDC 6. This is a hybrid tanto with an AP grind, compound grind on there. It's the LMK compound grind, excuse me. 2 mosaic 1/4" pins. These are brass star mosaics, stainless steel pins. So brass star inside of stainless steel pins and stainless steel tube with a brass tube, just like I did for her father's build. With the LMK exclusive Cineric 77 lanyard bead. Lanyard, excuse me. I'm moving fast because I need to. Need to get this in the mail. I said earlier the LMK compound grind because I still have not found anyone else that has done this. Believe me, I have tried. It's the scandi AP tip that blends into the extremely high performing lean concave, not convex, it's concave grind all the way down, and then I bring a convex secondary cut and bevel in a super lean convex secondary cut and bevel to blend in. How do I do this? All by hand, freehand. Everything is freehand. And I have the semicircular or swedge. Whew. Got everything in. Got that I need to know. Oh, and the amazing engraving, once again, done by Seth over at Tangway Jewelers. I'll have his Instagram link below. That's the CPM S35VN. El Marshall. Nice to meet you. And number 1156. As far as the specs for my 2XL hands, this is a 3-finger knife. Everyone else seems to fit 4 fingers on this knife fairly easy with a 3-inch handle. I added the lanyard strategically in its place in for me. And if you don't want the lanyard, it's a gift. This came right off of number 133 LMK because I didn't have another lanyard like this to match her father's build. So if you don't want it, please pay it forward, gift it to someone else. Do a giveaway, something like that for yourself, but you know, to help someone else. Other than that, excuse me, she's set up for a large tech lock horizontally, vertically, then 1 and 4, 5 and 6 go into your FBI cants or your diagonals and go from there. Retention, easy in, get you all the way in. Fast deployment via the static cord. And you know this thing is sharp. But you want to just believe me, or you want to see me cut something a few times? Oh, I almost have a beautiful curlicue. Look, I don't even want to mess that curlicue up. Let's get rid of that. Look at that. Ah, yeah. Let's get on with the show. I'm running short on time to get this in the mail. USPS Express today. Thing is sharp. It's ridiculous. Let me get cut tactile heart right here. And when she was texting me back and forth about the build specs, she said, you know, a few things that she requested, and she, you know, joking, she said, you know, as long as I do a video and make sure that the tip is delicious. This thing is a deliciously sharp tip. Thing just, here, right there, see that one hanging? That's just the tip. So, tactile hot. Nothing but love for you guys and girls. wait to put some rusty rags on here. Let's go over the cards real quick. Obviously Ann's got my number, but there's my business card and or contact information, because this is my hobby, but I love my hobby of making custom knives. Hybrid tantos, blade style, steel CPM, S35VN, custom heat treated, tested and tempered by myself in shop. And this is, the model is the LMK EDC 6.5 for Instagram and everything like that, where I can't use the periods. It's an LMK EDC 6, so I may just call it 6, because even though it's a 3-inch blade, 3-inch handle with a 1/2 inch of ricasso, that's where the 6.5 came into play. Today's date is July 9th, 2015, number 156, and Lloyd Masters Jamaica. Nice to meet you. I'll put those with the tactical hot. And we're oh, you see, I almost did it. Got the knife out here. Everyone's like, kind of, what's up with that? Well, that's your first time viewing. I've cut myself too many times, popping open rusty rags kits, especially these clamshells. After I did it once or twice with the clamshell, that was it. Anyway, pop it open. The rusty rags out the knife care kit for Ann. Thank you very much. Rusty rags still the most versatile food grade protectant. I believe that's very important for an EDC, because I am constantly cutting something open that I'm going to put into my mouth. Business card, COP, and tactical hot going in. I did take pictures earlier in the day when the light was beautiful, but I did have to do a lot of family stuff today, including getting my vehicle finished up and serviced. So I took the pictures earlier while the light was perfect, at least in my opinion it was perfect, and went from there. There you go. So we'll pop this back out. And the one thing I did forget, excuse me for turning my back on you, is paper towel. You know, we can't use a whole paper towel. That would be just disrespectful. Maybe it's because I like cutting paper towels. Get back for all those paper cuts in my life. We're gonna apply a healthy coating of rusty rags. Special sauce on there for me. Wiping everything down. CPM S35VN, even though this stuff is the most impressive, all around impressive steel I've ever worked with, except for the workability. It is the most difficult steel I've worked with, and that's even more so than that Rex T15 stuff that I worked with. That stuff was easier to work than this, and I mean, back then I had a 1x30, so it's not even apples. It's like apples to steaks or apples to lobsters at that point, you know. So, but it was easier to work with than this stuff. So I'm very, very impressed with this steel, but it's also the reason why there's a price difference. This same knife, well, is $100 less in a different steel. You know, there are some steels that you know, say 5200. It's $100 less than 5200. Add $50 for say a stainless like CPM 154, or a semi-stainless like D2, CPM D2, like $50. You go ahead and get the same knife in CPM S35VN, it's a $100 bill, just for the steel, because of all of the extra belts, paper, everything I gotta go through. sadly say, I actually make a bigger profit on the lesser price knife, which is fine. I think you guys girls deserve to have the best I can put out as far as performance, as far as value, and of course post-sale customer satisfaction is always my end goal. I want you guys and girls to be happy for the duration you own your knife. I did not ask Ann how she sharpened her systems, so I did add a sharpening notch, but you can see, dang good job on getting that thing dead center by hand. I did, for the most part, use my my tool rest, using the, because I'm still a little gun shy about last time I did a compound grind, you know, hitting my finger in there. But this thing is a freehand knife through and through, if you know. So I'm very, very, very proud of this. Oh, one of the requests Ann said is make sure my grind lines are right. I want it perfect. You know how picky I am, and I said yes, I do, because you know I'm the same way. When side effect of my TBI is OCD, so I can't stop thinking about something. It really caused me to lose sleep. So check this. Those grind lines. Bang. There you go. Of course, the high polished flats. The semicircular swedge, the grind lines are going to be like that, so I polished them the best I could. Oh, you've seen that side. There you go. Like the smudge swings, swirls. Nailed them. All right, guys, girls. Nice wipe down. Pictures are taken. Upload to Instagram. Please, if you guys and girls have any questions, feel free to always ask. But for now, everyone be blessed. Last time this knife comes out of the sheath by my hand. So for now, hope everyone has a spectacular week, because you deserve it. Out.